May I come in, sir?
Yes, come. Shut the door. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Very
Sit
good
down,
evening,
sit down. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for this. You're Vishal, no?
Yes, sir.
Vishal, great. Try to give your introduction.
So myself Vishal Singh. I hail from Katihar district, which is in south of the Bihar, and I am a BBA graduate. I have graduated from DS College Katihar, which falls under the BNMU Madhepura University, and I have worked in few of the departments in NGO, and before that I was in Sudha Corporation, which is a milk corporation, and right now I am currently working as a freelancer, as a content writer.
So you are in, where do you live in Katihar?
I reside at Driver Tola Lalkot.
Acha, oh, as you mentioned about
Yes, sir.
Suman sir.
Yes, sir.
Acha,
He is my neighbor.
He's my guru.
That's a good.
He was my guru, right? Okay, great. Vishal. And first you try to say what's your hobby? First I would like to know about the hobby.
So my hobbies are playing soccer, that's football.
Football.
Yes, sir. And I like to cook whenever I get time, I like to cook.
Cook.
And singing when I'm alone or maybe with few of the persons which are my near and dear ones, along with them.
I want to listen to your song first.
So any of the song or of your choice?
No, your choice.
Okay, sir.
On which you have a command. You can sing well.
So that you can judge better. I can sing anything. That's the album from Kailash Kher. The song is called Teri Diwani. प्रीत की लत मोहे ऐसी लागी हो गई मैं मतवारी बल बल जाऊं अपने पिया को कि मैं जाऊं वारी वारी मोह सुध बुध नाय रही तन मन की ये तो जाने दुनिया सारी तेरे नाम से जी लूं तेरे नाम से मर जाऊं तेरे जान के सदके में कुछ ऐसा कर जाऊं तूने क्या कर डाला मर गई मैं मिट गई मैं जिया जियो जी तेरी दीवानी दीवानी तेरी दीवानी दीवानी हो मैं अलबेली अलमस्तानी हो मैं दीवानी गाऊं बजाऊं सबको रिझाऊं हो मैं दीन शर्म से बेगानी हो मैं दीवानी That's it.
Great, well. And you mentioned about your, cooking.
Yes, sir.
Best recipe according to you, try to tell me how to cook.
In vegetarian or non-veg, I cook both of them.
Both.
Then I would like to go with, recently I have cooked Matar Paneer. No, sir, sorry, last one was the Palak Paneer. Last night I have cooked Palak Paneer.
Oh, great.
So, should I elaborate?
Yeah, elaborate. Okay. I'll have to listen here.
First, I have blanched palak, that is the spinach. A handful of spinach, I have blanched it in the hot water. And just after that, I will put it in a cold water for simmering it. Then just adding the pan over the stove and drizzle few drops of oil because I take less calorie usually. And after that, I have saute the palak and put it to the mixer blender and grind it. Then after adding cumin seeds, bay leaves and few of the garam masala sticks. Then after sauteing for 2 to 3 minutes on a high pan, on a high heat, then just added my paneer cubes which was already marinated. Then let it simmer for 2 to 3 minutes. Then adding the fresh cream. Then it's done.
Okay.
It's quite
Why
easy.
don't you make a career in cooking?
So I'd like to maybe in future.
You should have.
Maybe in future, sir, I would like to open my restaurant or food chain.
It's great. Lots of people are earning
Yes,
to open the restaurant.
Actually, I have opened a cloud kitchen at my hometown.
Achha,
So right now it is operating really good, but in future maybe I will turn it into a restaurant.
yeah, that's right. Great.
Yes, sir.
Look, people are earning a lots of money through
Yes, sir.
this.
And
It's a it's a
the
great skill.
that's right, sir. And a profession which will give satisfaction also, along
Yeah.
with money.
Money.
When you see people smiling with your dishes,
Yeah, of course.
that's the immense satisfaction I'll get.
Great for. And what's your honors papers?
It's a BBA. That's a main paper was not actually some marketing or research, but it is a wholesome honors paper. I am having 4 or 5 honors paper. So at that,
Yeah, which?
that is marketing.
Okay, I'll ask you about that.
Okay, sir.
Suppose we would like to start my एक one plan the web ocean एक IT company. So how to do my marketing of web ocean? Could you say something about it?
For Wave Motion and as
This
per
is
se,
the
it
IT
is
company.
So for that, I would like to research the market first, which are our target audience, because knowing the potential customer from the youth will be very easy to target them. Just pushing them the ads, which will come on the search engine first, by just if they will be searching Wave Motion or any of the IT company, our institution should become on first after the search. Then I would like to introduce few of the old alumni from our institute, from the Wave Motion, where they are working right now. What are their pay salary and what are the exposure they have got after learning from the Wave institution. So it will directly attract a lot of new youths to our institution, and maybe they will also get influenced by this.
Uh, is there any physical? There is a two marketing, like a traditional marketing, like a physical marketing, and second is digital marketing. There,
Yes, sir.
which is beneficial one.
Looking at the current scenario, I'll go with the online marketing or digital marketing,
Digital marketing.
because our attention span is mostly with our smartphone. We are just hooked with our smartphone. So when we are spending so much time on the smartphone, we should go for the digital marketing. But yeah, on the remote locations like village or suburban area where people are not using smartphone that much, we can go with pamphlets and handbills by making aware them. These are the products we are launching, these are the services we are offering, and if you are interested, even if you are not interested, just come and have a look. Maybe you will get mesmerized with services that we are offering at the Wave Motion.
Uh, yeah, right now I'm going to ask you about that. Who's your mayor?
Right now, sir, she is Usha Agrawal.
Usha Agrawal.
Yes.
So are you satisfied with the work of Usha
Yes, sir,
Agrawal?
pretty much. Because earlier our mayor was some from, it was not just an elected one, they were selected one. Earlier the mayor election was not a direct election, but right now after the direct election, there is no hue and cry in the city. So they are totally focusing on the drainage system, sanitation and basic amenities, and they are providing it pretty much. So I'm pretty satisfied with that.
Yeah, right. I'm going to ask you about this. Do you think brain drain is right?
Sir, at some extent I would say that's right.
Because how can you justify?
Because people who are in our country, they are talented enough, they are having lot of skills in themselves, but they are not getting the due opportunity, maybe because of the lack of amenities, because of lack of the infrastructure, but they are getting the same things in countries like Singapore, USA and European countries, so they can use their skills to better extent.
So why doesn't government do for that to give
So
it a
government
chance?
is doing,
So
but it
lots
is
of-
not enough right now. Government is doing on their level, they are doing a lot, but still it is not
Yeah,
enough.
government has lots of plan for
Yes,
the
sir.
youth, for the talented
That's
people,
right, sir.
skilled
I
people,
completely agree with you.
but it doesn't reach.
Yes, sir. That's why I said at some extent it is right, but on a larger extent, we as a country we should not embrace it. We should not encourage it, because every intellectual will go outside the country. Then what will be left in our country?
Yeah, this is the question for that. And your next question is just I want to ask you about that. This is the problem of global warming. Basically, it is the biggest problem for
Yes, sir.
not for a country. It is
For the whole
biggest
globe, for the whole world.
whole worlds.
Yes, sir.
So, do you have a solution about that?
Sir, for global warming, I think that's a big problem, and big problems need big solutions. For
Yes.
that, we need to all of the member nations of the United Nations, they should sit together and come with a big action plan. Just like the Rio de Janeiro summit, Paris Climate Summit has happened, Montreal Protocol has happened, a lot of summits has happened, but still we are not heading towards a carbon neutral. Though India has pledged up to 2047, India will be a carbon neutral country. But still, if you see, lot of diesel vehicles are running on the road. Government has licensed them now from 50 years to 10 years, but we are a long way to go. So with a community effort, we can achieve that by focusing more on the vegetarian things. So we can reduce the carbon footprints. That's a biggest immense achievement we can do as an individual on our perspective.
But जो whatever efforts like जो whatever we are watching, we are observing in a state like here, in a country like here, and urbanization is going on, overpopulation is going. So whatever basic problem like we are cutting the tree, instead we are not ready to plant the trees. This is the problems, biggest problem for me.
So for that, we can come with some innovative plans, innovative solutions that whenever any new birth is taken in our country, in our city or in our town, wherever it is. So on the name of the child, on the name of the baby girl or baby boy, we should plant a tree. And just on every anniversary, when they will get since from 3 years or 4 years, we should plant tree with themselves. So overall, in their life span of 80-90 years, they will be planting at least 80 to 100 trees. That will be an immense contribution to the society.
Immense contribution of the society.
Yes, sir.
Definitely is a great idea of yours.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Why don't you write? Do you have any YouTube channel?
No, sir. I am not having any YouTube channel, but I write for a few of my clients. That few of the YouTube channels are there. For that, I write their content.
Content, right? Great. Well, one of the Vishal biggest problem, just I'm asking everyone for that, कि youth are committing. Yes, Shakeel Ahmed Khan, who is in a Kadwas,
Yes, sir.
MLA is very close to me, and his son
Yes.
committed suicide 10 days ago.
Sir, suicide is I'm not pretty sure that how much I can say, but suicide is not just a individual's problem.
Oh, yeah, that's why I'm going to
Suicide
say
has
about
become a
that.
national problem right now, because there can be several factors. The first, the undue pressure from the society itself. We are living in a society where we are heading towards a rat race. Everyone is competing with everyone. We are having the cutthroat competition for getting job, for getting employment, for getting a big house, big car, for getting a successful relationship, for marriages, for getting a family even now. So just putting our all the eggs in just one basket is not going to enough. We should diversify ourselves. We should focus our in spiritual health, mental health, as well as physical health. Because if any one of them will be compromised, we will get into depression due to some sort of activity or due to some family pressure or maybe educational pressure. And ultimately, if we won't be able to cope up with that problem, the things can be drastically turned into suicide. So as a society, we will have to understand that let go sometimes. Some of the things should be let go. We should not take havoc every time on the head. That's, I think,
one missed the question. Three things of Kathiar which make famous.
So for three things that, in my opinion, sir, the first one is the Gogabel Jheel. That's a bird sanctuary.
Manihari.
Yes, sir, it is in Manihari. That's a beautiful place. Everyone should visit at least once in their life. Because lot of foreign birds are, or you can say the birds who are migrating from the USA, Alaska, Russia even, they are coming to Gogabel Jheel for their breeding period. And it is a big tourist spot right now. The second one is Manihari Ghat. We are having lot of temples nearby Ghat, just we are having on the Ganga Ghat. And the third one is not prominent, but still it is a good one. The Rajendra Stadium in the Kathiar town itself. A lot many cricket matches happens. Yes, sir.
Great. One question another. New range of youth live in relation
Yes, sir.
You know, it is a trend among the youth. Is it right or wrong?
Sir, it
What
will
is your
be,
perception?
in my opinion, it is not right, because somewhere on the name of living relationship, when people are going to be with someone in the relationship, in North India, basically in Bihar, UP, Odisha, Jharkhand, still our parents' mindset is not that much open in it. So they are somewhere very conservative. So ultimately, we will have to hide it, this particular thing, that we are living with someone as a live-in relationship without getting married. So maybe there will be in back of their mind, they will must think that it is the wrong thing. So instead of doing living relationship, if you can check your compatibility with your partner, you can meet several times, maybe 2 months, 3 months, or even for the year along. With your, by taking the confidence of your parents, you can get married. It will also be a good thing instead of getting into relationship just like a live-in relationship.
What's your honors paper?
And that's a BBA.
Acha, you mentioned
Yes,
more.
sir.
Okay, mention more. That's and just one question of mine. Joint family is breaking day by day.
Yes, sir.
What's the reason? What are the reasons?
So the foremost reason that I can think right now is moral values that our ancestors used to give. Even I remember my grandfather, my grandmother used to teach us lot many moral lessons, moral stories by sitting in their lap. I have heard lot many lessons, but right now it is not happening. Even our parents are not having that much sense of nurturing or upbringing of togetherness. So there should be a tightness from one generation to other generation. How they can,
Generation gap.
yes, a generation gap is happening there. And the second thing, we are not going with our scriptures, the books. We are not going to the basics. We are just get involved in the trends which are being followed in the Instagram, YouTube, and the algorithm. We have just pushed in the algorithm. So if we will go to the back to the basics or go to the books and parents, then definitely our relationship will be fruitful and the joint family will be intact. It won't break anymore.
Good. A last question now. Say something about IdealEyes.
So IdealEyes is something very close to my heart. And just before joining the IdealEyes, I was not quite enough fluent. But after having practice with my classmates and having a regular session in kind of chat shows, debates, and a few days ago we have participated in the selling item. So it is not just giving me the fluency, it is also developing my horizon on the various things. How we can talk to the random person even, and if any senior will approach us, how we will give them respect and etiquettes. So it is developing me as a whole completely. I am quite satisfied from this.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you
much, sir.
very much.
Thank you
You
so
must
much.
like to take.